Clutch Trucker filmed before a live and fuzzy studio audience. That's Rusty, the world-famous Meatball Dog. And if you watched my last video, you know why he's called the Meatball Dog, right? He doesn't care. Hey YouTube, Clutch Trucker here. Thanks for tuning in to another edition of the Clutch Trucker channel. Alright, well, yesterday I was in Sidney, Nebraska. I had to call ArcBest and say, look, I'm going to be running a day behind. I've been dealing with a lot of wind on this run. Even down in Kentucky, it was really bad. When I tried to sleep Friday night after getting loaded, it was rocking me all around. I was having crazy Stephen King type dreams. You know, ones where you wake up, but they make sense at the time, but you wake up and you're like, okay, what the hell was that? And of course, it takes you a while to get back to sleep. So I left, you know, what was that then? Saturday night from there. Made it all the way to Sidney, Nebraska, as far as I could make that run, 739 miles, I think it was. And was battling lots of wind on that last bit of that run. And I had stopped at Lexington Walmart and reloaded the truck. I touched on that in my last video. I was trying to sleep that night, and the wind was rocking the truck so bad. Normally, I don't get sick to my stomach and nauseous on stuff like that, but I'd been dealing with bad wind while driving for quite a few hours. And after getting parked, and I tried to lay down, and it's rocking so much, I was just getting nauseous, getting kind of like air sick, you know. And that doesn't happen to me a lot. But boy, I was up all night, you know, on the verge of hurling. Yeah. Luckily I didn't, but yeah, so then, you know, I knew I had a long drive the next day. So, you know, I had to get decent sleep. I'm not going to be able to drive safely and, you know, carefully unless I'm well rested. And so after I got up, I called him and said, look, I'm not going to be able to make that Tuesday noon delivery in Lakewood. You're going to have to reschedule that. You know, because like I say, it's all about being safe. I'm not killing myself for some washing machines. And none of you drivers should be doing that. If you don't feel safe for whatever reason, you know, if you just didn't sleep well, you got sick to your stomach, whatever. If that's going to delay you, well, that's life. Shit happens. And, you know, I know shippers and receivers and brokers act like it's the end of the freaking world. Of course, you know, when they're late or they screw up, it's, well, nothing we can do, sorry. So, you know, take care of yourself, drivers. Anyway, then once I finally did get back on the road, my seat drops all the way down. I got holes in my airline. I tried to patch it up with some duct tape. That didn't work. Well, I knew I could make it the 93 miles to Cheyenne, where I was going to see the family, and we got to have some dinner together, at least with a couple of them. And so I bought some parts, parts is parts, to fix it on my own, and we'll touch onto that right now. And yes, my lovely wife, Mary, helping in the whole process. Okay, so we're replacing the airline. You can see I tried wrapping it with duct tape there. This is the airline that actually goes from this switch up here to raise the seat, comes around the back, and goes around underneath. And now you can see my seat is dropping because it's got a hole in that line. So we're going to repair that. I've got the new tubing, and we're going to use the bottle jack, and my lovely wife Mary will help me do some of the camera work. She thinks it's much colder out here than I do.
It is cold.
I don't think so. Yeah. Alright, here's my spare tubing that we'll be using. This is a quick connect junction we'll be using to do the repair. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to use their trusty bottle jack, because I don't want this slamming down on my fingers and cutting my fingers off. And if you can aim over here, that's been the problem, is this airline, whoever put this seat together put it back around here so it goes across the scissor metal pieces, and that's why it got all cut up. So we want to avoid that. So I raise the seat, and my bottle jack will fit right in there. We'll crank that up a little bit. Alright, see, so that's made sure we're holding it up. Okay. And you can see there's where it connects on the inside, and there's the airbag underneath that raises the seat up. I'm going to cut it off a little further up here, and I've got the, well, actually, yeah, we're going to end up taking that end out. and then I'm going to cut it up here, and we're going to put our new piece in. I'm going to try to do this quick connect. And the way these work, and I can show, can you get a shot on here, is there's this little ring on them. When they're out like that, that's connected and holding tight, you push them down and you should be able to pull the tube out. That's the theory. So we'll try that here. All right, I pushed it in, and it's hard to pull the tube out sometimes without pulling that ring back up. All right, came out. So we want to, well, we might end up just using that whole nother piece. We'll see. So my scissors, which are right over here, we're going to cut off this tube right up here past where we know it's bad. All right, that's easy enough. We've got our new length of tube. I bought extra so I can fix this again. And this time we're not going to go through the angle here. We're going to go underneath. All right, so there's our clean end on that end. We've got our clean end on our new piece. I'll need probably about a foot or so. Extra is always never a bad thing, so we'll cut that. All right, and it flew over there somewhere. Now, I'm going to put the quick connect on to the two pieces that are loose right now. All you do is, here look at that, so you can see in there's a little inside part, very similar to doing a water line. So you want that to go inside the tube. You're going to push it down as far as you can, and then you pull that tube back and pull the ring back at the same time. And now, see, it's good on there. It's not coming off. Do the same on the other end. Push it in. We're going to pull back. And see, now I can pull on the whole thing, and it's nice and tight. These great quick connects are great because they are quick to connect. Aha, hence the name. Now we just got to shove it back in over here underneath to that section, and that should finish the repair. We'll shove it in and then tug on it. All right. Getting my hands in the right place is the hard part. All right, now we shove. Give it a good shove, and we pull back up. Didn't do it enough. Try it again. Just shove it. Can't seem to get it shoved anymore. All right, we'll push that ring back. Now, as we sort of having tough thumbnails helps. Maybe even use the scissors a little bit. Kind of push that back out. And that seems to have gotten it that time. All right, now we test the whole thing by releasing our bottle jack. That you just turn at the bottom. You can see, and it drops nicely. Now, try putting air in the whole system. And it raises up. Pull the bottle jack out. Gonna drop it all the way down. And we can verify our tube is not getting cinched this time. It's over here behind it. See? Quick and easy. Quick and dirty, however you want to look at it, but that's fixed. Yay! All right, oh, she's going to pull the hood down, and so she can say I can live up to my loveliness, right?
Yeah, I have to look a little more lovely.
All right, so thank you, lovely wife Mary, for helping out.
You're welcome.
How easy was that? That is one of the easiest fixes you can do on one of these big trucks. Those quick connect airline things, they're so easy. You saw how easy that was. Even for a bumbling guy like me sometimes, where I have to try it a couple times, but wow, is that easy. Saved me $200. So still on my way to Lakewood, Washington. Drove all through the night. Stopped at the house for a few hours, and I can stop with that split sleeper berth, thank God, and continued on. But big miles on this drive. Just wanted to show this because I think this is the most I've ever legally done in a day using my 11 hours. Thanks to being able to stop that 14 then I was able to use my full 11, and because I was driving western states like Nebraska, Wyoming, Utah, Idaho, where the lowest speed limit is 70, in Idaho, highest 80 in Wyoming and Utah. So that's how I was able to pull off 793 miles in 11 hours. Tain't easy. Yep, Quick and Dirty Repair. I stole that from my dad. He wrote a book called The Quick and Dirty Manual, an engineering book, and just thought that would be a hilarious name because he put it out in the 70s when, you know, the sexual revolution was going on. And oh, you tired, Rusty? So yeah, I always steal that. That's the quick and dirty method for fixing your airline. If you got a bad airline on your air seat for your truck drivers, fix that yourself. It's so easy to do. And when I picked up those parts at the Freightliner, actually no, I picked them up at the Kenworth next to Sapp Brothers there in Cheyenne. The 2 feet of tubing and that quick connect together, $11. 11 bucks. And I had the bottle jack. I only paid $20 for that on Amazon like a couple of years ago. I've used it, I think, 2 or 3 times now, and it's well worth the money. So for what, $31, I did the repair, saved a lot of cash. I asked the guy at Kenworth, I said, all right, well, what would you have charged me to do this? He said, well, by the time we pull the truck in and diagnose the situation, they always have to charge you for that. And then get the parts, and then have the guy put them on, and then get you all written up and pulled back out. Yeah, we charge you an hour labor for that. And I said, yeah, what's your labor charge? He said $160 an hour. Plus, there's always the shop fees that get thrown on there, which is usually 30 to 40 bucks. So you're looking at 200 bucks for them to do it. You saw how quick that was. Took less than 5 minutes. Drivers, you need to learn to do these things yourself, even if you're a company driver. Do you want to wait 3 or 4 hours for them to get you in to do that? See, he agrees. He's looking at me like, yeah, come on, Dad. Anyway, so yeah, a couple of quick updates for you and everything, and yes, like I said, you know, if you're having a bad day, things aren't going well, things can get rescheduled. They really can. I think they can wait a day for these LG washers, and they're going to have to. Still haven't heard from Mark Best when they've got the new appointment scheduled yet, but, you know, they screwed me the other day, so hey, I'm a day late. I think they can suck that up, right? Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe. As always, comment and like if you would like to. Don't forget about Clutch Trucker at Instagram, Clutch Trucker at Twitter. Posted a couple of quick things on there today about my big long drive. And as always, sniff that magic YouTube fairy dust. Clutch and Rusty. Out. Look at the size of that boy's head. It's like an orange on a toothpick. I don't even know how he walks around carrying that gargantuan cranium about. Now that was offside, wasn't it? He's gonna go cry himself to sleep tonight on its huge pillow. Alright, for his help, he gets the begging strip. Come on, Rusty. Almost there. Leap higher. Little higher, buddy. Come on. Come on. He's gonna get repositioned. Go for it. There he goes. Rusty and the begging strips. He loves them.